time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Hello everyone. My favorite new band, the Graystones, just released a new Sock Sessions video. This came out on Friday, September 26th, 2025. So what is a Sock Sessions video? Well, this happens to be the seventh one, so it's Sock Sessions 7. And it's a recording that the group does in one of their parents' living rooms. But the parents don't allow them to wear shoes in the house, so they're in their socks. Thus, Sock Sessions videos. This is a bunch of friends that got together to form a band and do music from the 70s. So they do covers of different songs from the 70s and they try to reproduce them as best as they can. Now, these young people are between the ages of 12 and 13. So they are amazing at how they cover these songs. And at least they amaze me. The song they're going to do in this Sock Session video is Gerry Rafferty's Baker Street, which was a huge hit for Gerry in 1978. Well, what about Gerry? Well, Gerry Rafferty was born in 1947 in Scotland. He was with a group called the Humble Bums in the 60s. And when that group broke up, Gerry Rafferty put out his first solo album called Can I Have My Money Back? And that came out in 1971. In 1972, he joined up with a high school friend or a school friend by the name of Joe Egan and formed Stealers Wheel, which I loved Stealers Wheel. I mean, I had all their albums. I just thought that group was phenomenal. And from 1972 to 75, they had several albums and several major hits on the radio. In 75, after they broke up, there was some contract disputes with Gerry Rafferty, so he could not put out another record for 3 years. Once the contract disputes were over, he put out an album in 1978 called City to City, which was a major hit for Gerry Rafferty. That went to number 1 on Billboard's 200 album chart in 1978. Off that album came Baker Street, the song we're going to hear, Right Down the Line, and Home and Dry. The song Baker Street was also a major hit for Gerry Rafferty. That got to number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart. The only thing keeping it from number 1 was Andy Gibbs' Shadow Dancing. Also, I just want to mention one other thing. City to City knocked Saturday Night Fever on the number 1 spot on the Billboard charts. So, what and how did they record this song? What I really like about the Graystones is in their videos, they write really good descriptions of their songs. So I'm going to read this, so bear with me, please. To us and hundreds of millions of others the world over, Gerry Rafferty was one of the greatest artists of his era. Every song we cover is challenging, but this song was particularly so for us all. We had to go up 3 semitones from the original key, which posed difficulties playing the sax part, which lost a lot of richness and weight for each note we went up. Izzy's voice, Izzy's female vocalist, Izzy's voice was already at the bottom of her range, so we couldn't go any lower. And Philip couldn't go any higher with the sax without it starting to sound like a toy. Philip learned how to make the sax growl for this song, which helped with excitement. But we all wish the song were in the original key. This key is the best we could manage. Again, they're very proud of doing cover versions and doing them nearly perfect to the original version. It says, welcome to Sock Session 71, or Sock Session 7. Behind the music, we recorded this Saturday, 23rd of August, 2025. As usual, we set up the cameras and started rolling, and ran through the song 6 times in a row, one after the other, until there was a unanimous vote on the final pass. Good thing, too, because Philip didn't have any more air in him. This song is a tremendous lung workout. We then added a number of things to the track, so they overdubbed a couple of things on this track, including flute, percussion, some keyboard parts, some background vocals. The members of this particular video are Grayson. He's one of the people who formed this group. He plays drums and percussion. Max, he's the other person that helped form this group. He plays bass. Izzy is vocals and tambourine, so she's going to be playing tambourine. I've never seen her play tambourine before. Philip, sax and flute. Kyle plays acoustic guitar. Ishan plays electric guitar, and Heron plays keyboards. So here we go with the Graystones doing a cover of Gerry Rafferty's Baker Street.
So long to find out you were wrong when you thought it held everything. You used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. Another year and then you'll be happy. Just one more year. But you're crying now.
Okay, let's just stop it right here a second. Like it so much. I do like this a lot. I like the beginning with the flute. I thought that was kind of cool. And whenever they do an overdub, or they're catching some of the players that aren't in the room with them, they put it in the bottom of the screen as a little video, so that you can see that this was actually an overdub, or like I said, these players aren't in the room with them. And I like that they did the flute, they did the percussions as an overdub, so they had videos of that. I thought that was pretty good. The other thing is I liked it when they got into the refrain and they had Izzy singing harmony with herself. So they dubbed the harmony in as well. So they showed her in the room, and then they showed her on a small video in the corner. So it was cool to see her in two places singing harmony with herself. That was pretty cool. The other thing I want to mention is Max. I had mentioned in the last video that I covered by them, is Max just kind of stands there and is almost like a statue, but he's playing the bass and he plays it really well. He's actually moving around in this one. He's kind of grooving to the song, and I kind of like that. He's getting into the song a little bit and playing the bass. So maybe he watched my reaction last time, and so he's starting to move around a little bit. Probably not, just my thought. So let's keep on going.
up the booze and the one-night stands, and then he'll settle down to a quiet little town and forget about everything. 'Cause you know he'll always keep moving. You know he's never gonna stop moving, 'cause he's rolling, he's a rolling stone. When you wake up, it's a new morning. The sun is shining, it's a new morning, and you're going home.
Okay, I wanted to stop right here too. I love that when Grayson comes in with the drums right after the refrain there. I mean, he's hitting really hard. So I'm wondering how they're recording this, what they've got this plugged into, how they're recording the drum set, because the drums aren't really overtaking the other instruments. And as hard as he was hitting those drums just now, I would have thought that would have just covered all the other instruments. You wouldn't be able to hear any of the other instruments. So they must be plugged into a mixing board some way. And then who's ever doing the video recording is maybe doing the sound as well and bringing up those instruments. It'd be interesting to know how they're actually recording this. The other thing too, when I was reading the notes about how they recorded the song, they said the sax player had to really get the sax to growl to make it sound as much as they could to the original version. And that's what I have to say. The sax does sound a little different than the original version done by Gerry Rafferty, but it's kind of cool how he does get that grrr sound out of that saxophone. The other thing, too, is they were mentioning that Izzy was singing at her lowest range, and this is about the lowest I've ever heard her sing. She's usually a little bit higher when she sings with Hope. Hope has more of a lower toned voice, a little bit more growly in her voice, while Izzy is usually more high. So this is the lowest I've ever heard her, I think, sing a song. But she's doing a really good job. In fact, the whole band is doing a fantastic job on this. So far, like I said, I love it. Let's keep on going.
And you're going home.
Okay, now that was a surprise. That was a surprise because I don't think he was listed in the credits for doing the instrument. And I think his name is Jake, and he's from the UK. And he's been in another video that I had covered a while back. Yeah, see, they don't have him listed at all in here. But I believe, let me just go back here a second. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm not getting what I want. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't list him in the credits. Maybe they just wanted to surprise. They wanted to surprise everybody. Yeah, this is Jake 8, I believe. and he's from the UK. Wish I would have been more prepared on this one.
This shaver that has set the standard for smooth shave.
Turn that off. Yeah, he goes as J8KE, but I believe his name is Jake, and he's a very young guitarist. I think he's about the same age as them, but he may even be a bit younger. He might be like 11 years old, but he's a great guitar player. I've watched some of his other videos on his own channel, which I'll list his channel in the description when I finish this video. So that was a surprise, and he did a great job on that guitar solo. So I'm going to take it back and catch that guitar solo again, because I wasn't expecting it. Here we go.
Grayson.
I'm Izzy.
I'm Max.
And I'm Ishan.
That was an exciting song. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the longest song we've ever done, and it's more than 6 minutes long.
Even though all the covers we do are quite big projects for us, this song was particularly challenging for Philip, our sax and flute player.
This song had a lot going on. It was very busy.
And a huge shout out to our good friend, the incredible Jake.
We hope you continue to enjoy our music.
And we would love it if you would share this music with your family and friends.
We are very honored to be playing this music and would love for it to reach more people. Thank you for supporting us.
And thank you for listening.
What is that face? There's a fly.
Oh, it's so close.
I'm Max.
And I'm Ishan.
Okay, this fly is
It's
about to
in
get...
there, and it's more than 6 minutes long.
I almost got it! My name is Grayson.
Interesting? It's very interesting.
Max, what are you
No, it's you.
Hi, I'm Grayson. Hi, I'm Grayson.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Grayson.
I
have a devious idea. I have moved over. Hi, I'm Grayson. Oh my god.
It's the longest song we've ever done.
It's more than 6 minutes long.
Hi, I'm Grayson.
Okay, we'll stop right there. We're almost to the end there. I don't want the video to pop over. Anyways, so that was the Graystones doing Baker Street. Then they always do these little outtakes at the end where they thank everybody for watching their video and to share their video because they want to get more exposure. And then they do some of the outtakes. And whenever I watch their outtakes, it kind of reminds me of myself when I actually record these reactions. I usually give an introduction of 3 to 5 minutes long about the song. And I may have to do several takes because I'm talking and also I'll say something stupid or I'll go, I can't remember what I was going to say. So I can appreciate these outtakes that they're showing at the end of the video because that reminds me of me recording my videos. I don't stop it once I start the video, but I may do a couple of takes of what I'm going to say before the video actually starts, because I know I'm going to goof something up, and that's kind of what they're doing here too, which I think is kind of cute. But they did a great version of Baker Street. I thought it was very well done. I was very surprised to see what they call the Incredible Jake. I knew his name was Jake, but I forget that they had put Incredible on there. The Incredible Jake playing the guitar solo in. And like I said, they didn't mention it in the description that he was going to be in this video. So I was very, very surprised. And so he actually, they probably recorded what they did as their take before they put all the overdubs in. And then he was, he saw it on they probably gave it to him on YouTube or sent it to him as a video or something, and then he added his guitar solo to reflect how Gerry Rafferty's guitar solo was in Baker Street, and then they dubbed that in. So I thought that was kind of cool, because he didn't come over from England to the United States to be a part of this video. That was done in his homeland. So that was kind of cool. That was a great addition to this cover of Baker Street, that guitar solo. The other thing too is, like I said, the sax was really good. Izzy's voice was so different on this particular video. It was at such a low register. It was kind of way different sounding than anything else I heard her do so far. And she's got a great voice. I think she's going to be a fantastic singer as she grows older. And like I said, Max was actually grooving to the song. He was actually moving around. The piano was really well done. It was done by Hiram here. I thought he did a really good job. You could hear, especially in the refrain. The drumming was excellent. And like I said, I just wonder how they record the sound, because that drumming, in my mind, would have overtaken everything as hard as he was hitting those drums at the end of each refrain. But interesting, great song. They did a great cover version of it. I really love what they do, and how dedicated they are to the original sound of that song from the 70s. So I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. That was the first time I saw it, and I thought, okay, I just think they just do a marvelous job, and I couldn't wait to see it. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button. That's the old thumbs up button. That'd be really appreciated. If you have any comments about the Graystones doing a cover of Baker Street, put in the comments below. That'd also be really appreciated. Now, like I said, I'm going to take a link to this video and put it into my description below. So if you want to watch it again, you click on that link. It'll open up and play all the way through for you, and I won't be stopping it this time. I'm also going to put a link to Jake's channel, the Incredible Jake's channel, so you might want to check him out, and the Graystones channel, who uploaded this video, in my description below, which you may want to check the Graystones out if this is the first video you've seen by them, and I know you'll enjoy all the other videos that they have. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, why don't you do it right now? We're having a lot of fun with a lot of different types of music styles, different genres, and different types of groups. So all you got to do is go below this video, I know you still have it open, and hit that subscribe button, and you'll be making me very happy. If you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. Like I said, I just saw this the other day, just came out. It's like I can't wait to see it, but I'm going to do it as a Driving with Todd reaction, and just be surprised at what I hear. And I was surprised. It was excellent. Put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.